Hi guys, I am so excited that you're all here. I am recording this on June 14th, so about 2 months before the wedding, but when you guys are going to be seeing this, it's going to be wedding day, so I'm so excited that you're here, and I am so excited that the day has finally come. So we're going to be making bridal bouquets. I know you might be a little nervous, you may have never made a bouquet before, but neither have I. So we're going to kind of go through it together and kind of figure it out together, because I am going to be doing this in real time for the very first time, as you are. So if I can do it, y'all can do it. So the things that you're going to need, and I'm going to have all this stuff provided. Rubber bands first. So I have a whole collection of rubber bands that's going to hold the bouquet together. And then, really cool, didn't know that this was a thing. This is going to be floral tape. So it's just green tape that you're going to wrap around as well. Scissors, obviously. Maybe not obvious to you, but obvious. And then ribbon. So we have that, and then most importantly, the flowers. So here are all the flowers. I got a whole bucket because, like I said, I've never done this before, so I don't know how many flowers I need. I just got a whole bucket of them. So there's two different kinds of flowers that you're gonna need for the bouquet. There's your regular flowers that are gonna be an assortment. So what I'm utilizing right now for this video may be different for what you're gonna have available on the day of the wedding, because different flowers, different seasons, right? So the flowers are gonna be just different colors. It's gonna be white, pink, and probably blue. We'll see the day of what that's gonna look like. So right now I have different types of flowers. I have chrysanthemums, which are, Jesus, this is messy. These guys here, these are chrysanthemums. These are carnations. I got some roses, which you guys know what those look like. So those are your regular flowers. Then there's what's called fillers. Filler flowers or fillers, assorted fillers, whatever you want to call them. Those are going to be filling in the blanks, filling in the empty space so it looks fuller, right? So there's going to be an assortment. This is literally called assorted greens. Don't know what this is. Baby's breath, that's these guys here, and just different greenery so that way it looks fuller. Okay, so I think the best thing is we just get started with this. So the cool thing about these floral bouquets is at the end of the day, they are just flowers, so they're gonna look pretty regardless of what you do. So the main thing that I care about is that it just looks even. So just different colors, mix it all in, different greenery. I don't know where I'm gonna start, but we're gonna just kind of go for it. So I got some chrysanthemums. That rose is ugly. When you're touching roses, be careful with the thorns. So I got a blue, I got a white, got a pink, greenery, more greenery. Add another set of pink roses in there. If you have roses that you're utilizing, just be careful, like I said, with the thorns, and try to cut off the thorns so that way we're not hurting our hands. So you guys are going to be making the bouquets that the girls are going to be walking down the aisle with. So whoever you're walking down the aisle with, you're making their bouquet. Christian is going to be making mine. So for Christian, it's gonna have to be a little bit bigger because I am the bride, so mine is gonna be a little bigger than everybody else's. So hopefully I have somebody there with you guys that's gonna be helping you guys out and making it look pretty. So right now I'm just getting an even mix. What I'm gonna do towards the end is clip the bottom, so that way whenever you're holding it, it looks nice and pretty. But for now, I'm just kind of collecting and making it just look even, right? So as you can see, I got the baby's breath, I got whatever this is, carnation, roses, chrysanthemums. I don't even know if this is chrysanthemum. I could be getting this totally wrong, but that's the beauty of it, because look, it still looks pretty. If I walk down the aisle like this, nobody's gonna notice. So I'm just kind of putting random stuff together and hoping that it comes out well. So another rose. Okay, we'll do some more pink, because y'all know my favorite color. Well, if you didn't know, my favorite color is pink. Okay. crazy. I feel like this is super easy, and I was gonna get charged like thousands of dollars for these. I got quoted for the bridal bouquets at like $2 grand. That looks about right, right? I feel like that looks pretty. Yeah. Does it look nice? Okay. Okay, this is gonna be really weird when y'all are watching it back, so I don't care at this point. We are 2 months till. We're DIYing this. So, okay, next. Let's say this is what I'm gonna go with, right? It doesn't look quite even yet. I'm gonna get it there. I'm gonna start breaking stuff apart. So for instance, this baby's breath here, right? It's kind of bunched together. I'm gonna start cutting it from the stems. I don't wanna break it with my hands. Please use scissors. So I'm gonna start cutting it so that way I can fill it in different spots. And then I'm also gonna start cutting the bottom because as you see when I'm holding it, this kind of looks weird. There's a lot of extraness going down here. So I'm gonna cut a couple inches off and then that way it looks a little bit better when we're walking down the aisle. Okay. I don't know how short I'm gonna cut this, but I'm just gonna kind of go for it. Because at the end of the day, like I said, nobody's gonna be paying attention to this part. No one's gonna say, oh man, the groomsmen really messed up. They didn't know how to make a floral bouquet. Just make it look pretty. You guys have gotten flowers for girls before. At least I hope so, that you've gotten flowers for the women in your lives. So just make it look nice. So I'm just cutting the stems. I think you guys can see that. I'm just kind of going for it and hoping for the best. Okay, I think that's about right. Okay. So then here with these, the roses, like I said, I'm gonna be taking off the thorns. This one doesn't have any, but also if it has like these stems on the side of them, you can just take them off. You can keep them if you want it to look more full, but if they look kind of wilted and dead and they just kind of look ugly, you can take them off. Like with this, here's the chrysanthemum. I'm gonna keep these on there because I think it looks pretty, but these bottom ones that are kind of wilted off the side, I'm taking those off. Is that a mistake? I have no idea. And I think it's really weird that I'm talking to myself here, but that's okay. It's for y'all's benefit. Because I think this is gonna be fun for you guys. At least I hope so. I know there might be some setbacks or you might not want to do it, but I am very thankful that you guys are and that you guys are here today. Okay. Pretty. Ooh, okay. Oh, no, that actually looked kind of ugly, not gonna lie. No. Okay, baby's breath. So like I said, grab your scissors, start cutting. Because if you use your hands, it might cut off weird. At least with the scissors, you'll get an exact cut. And you'll have multiple pairs of scissors there with you guys. Because these are literally the scissors I'm putting in the box. So I try to think of everything for y'all. Okay, okay. Oh, crap. If you hear weird noises in the background, that's our cat Spooky and also Monty. Because with all these flowers, they come with rubber bands, and I cut the rubber bands off and some of them fell on the floor. And what does Spooky like to do? Play with rubber bands. Okay, cool. Take those off. Is this gonna look ugly at the end? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I don't want those. Oh, that's pretty. Shoot. charging me thousands of dollars for this. This is easy. Watch, I say it's easy and it looks like crap at the end, but it's fine. Because it's literally like 30 minutes of the day. And if we think they look ugly, we just won't take pictures with them. Ain't no thing. Everybody is gonna be looking at me anyway and my dress, not to like toot my own horn or sound conceited or anything. That's the truth, right? Okay. See, we're getting somewhere. This is so pretty. Okay. I hope y'all aren't laughing at me that I'm talking to myself, but this is like weird for me to film myself doing this. Okay. And I'm just making it even. Right? I'm just mixing in the colors, right? So the blues, the pinks, the whites, the fillers, they're all mixed in evenly. That way there's not like a clump of blues together, a clump of pinks together. It's just mixed in there very nicely and evenly. Christian, when you're making mine, do more pinks than anything because I'll be wearing white anyway. So just add in more pinks than anything. Okay, I'll put those. No, I want those there. What the hell? Okay. That's gonna get put there. Okay. Bang. Hold on. Ta-da! We're gonna adjust it. Make sure it has height to it. Bang. I think that looks pretty. Right? Because at the end of the day, we're walking down with flowers, right? So who cares? Okay, cool. Okay. Because they don't need to be super big. At least the girls, the bridesmaids bouquets do not need to be super large. Actually, I'm going to add one more of these filler flowers here to make it look more even. So as you can see, like here at the top, it's more of these tall filler flowers. So I'm going to add one more here so it looks more even. So then what I'm going to do, go here, cut that stem, boom, done. Someone was gonna charge $1,000 for this. This is crazy. For flowers that are gonna die by the end of the day. Okay, so here, boom, okay? They don't all look even, so just make it look even. Shit, okay, there we go. Ta-da! Okay, so next we are done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some rubber bands and we're gonna put it all together. What is this? Oh, there we go. So then you're gonna get your rubber band, wrap it around. Twice. Okay, there's one rubber band. There's a ton of rubber bands, so if you wanna go crazy with it, do it. I'm gonna put 2 just to be safe. So 1, 2, and then I'm gonna scoop this one up so that way this upper section up here is held together. But not too high up because we're gonna wrap this and we don't want the rubber band color to show. So here's that, right? So they're about 1 inch apart. And then, where's that tape? Everything's green around me. Okay, am I blind? No, here we go. Tape. This is fun, I've never used this before. I didn't even know this thing existed until I was watching a video. But then I was watching YouTube videos on how to make a bridal bouquet, and they were making it so complicated. Those are the people that charge a ton of money for it. Well, this isn't sticky. Oh, it is. Okay, bang, there we go. Okay, tape it around. Make sure to get it around the rubber band. So there's the first rubber band. That's what I'm putting it around first. And then I am drooping it downward and just wrapping it around. I'm gonna need to get a lot of tape for you guys because I wanna wrap it all the way around. Make sure it doesn't get twisted because mine is kind of twisting, but I'm evening it out. So continuously wrapping it. Maybe I'll get you guys tape as well so we can get some tape on here. Because it doesn't feel that sticky, but I don't know if that's what it's supposed to do. Okay, so yeah, it's not sticky. 1 second. So I'm gonna use Scotch tape right now, but I will have tape for you guys there. So just use the tape. Just because I don't want random pieces sticking out. Oh, that's not coming out nicely. There we go. Okay. So wrap it around, make sure those rubber bands aren't showing. Tape it all together because at the end of the day, it is going to have a ribbon around it. So then we get the ribbon. Start from the bottom. Now we're here. And then you're gonna wrap it around a bunch of times. I'm gonna have a bunch of ribbon for you guys because with the ribbon, I don't wanna see any of the green. I want it to be wrapped around nicely and make sure that it doesn't twist or fold or anything. Just have it straight on there, right? So then wrap it. Crescencio and Brandon will probably be better at this, right? Because, well, maybe not Brandon because I know he does PT, but Chris might know how to wrap around like a gauze. I don't know if that's a useful term or useful information for you, but just kind of wrap it around like a little gauze. Cut it when you're done. Okay. I'll have some tape for you guys so you can tape it, or actually don't tape it because I feel like that'll look weird. So take the end, tuck it in there. So you can tuck it like that, boom, done. Or what you can do, get some ribbon, get enough to wrap it around and have some slack. Cut here, and then you're gonna do a bow tie. So you're gonna tie it around there and do a little bow, right? So tie it around. Let's see if I can angle you guys. There we go. Tie it around. You know, do a bow tie. SpongeBob has taught us how to do bow ties. You know, loop-de-loop, then cross. Do the bunny ears, whatever you need to do. Make the bow look pretty, adjust it. Oh, that looks pretty. There you go, see a little bow. Boom. Done. Dun, 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 and then we walk. And that's it. See? Got it done in less than 20 minutes. We got this, guys. And I'll have somebody there hopefully to be helping you guys, but this looks super pretty, see? And I've never done this before, as I hope you can't tell, but I've never done this before. And I think this looks pretty. I'd walk down the aisle with this. Okay, That's all. Love y'all. Thank you so much for helping out. I really appreciate all of you for contributing and putting your time and effort into us and our relationship. I'm so glad that you guys are here for all of this. I love you all so very much. Thank you so much. I'm so excited because this is a long time coming, and I hope you guys are all excited for the day, and I'm hoping we celebrate and have a really, really good time, and hope that everybody is safe. And again, thank you so much for contributing and helping with these. I think this looks absolutely gorgeous, and I'm sure yours will too, because at the end of the day, I'm just thankful that you guys are helping out, and it's such a amazing piece that I'm going to carry and treasure forever, that you guys are going to be contributing, and what I'm going to be walking down the aisle with is something that you guys helped with. So thank you again. Love y'all. Goodbye.